Are you a natural leader, type A kind of person who is always stepping into that leadership role no matter what it is? Career, family, business, anywhere in life, you're like, this needs to be done. I'm the person to do it and I'm going to do it really well. Well, I'm here to say in this video that you don't always have to take the lead. You don't always have to lead from the front as a leader, and it can actually be more beneficial for you and those that you are leading if you take a step back, if you fall back and become, someone who is going to sweep the pack, as we call in motorcycles, if you want to become the sweeper. This really was highlighted for me. Hello. Yes, I am that person. I'm always like trying to lead. I always want to have the answers. I'm filling the gaps and having something to say and creating value in everywhere. And, I think for many women, we're kind of maybe just raised like this to have all the answers and to be all of the things to all of the people. But it's really exhausting, and it isn't always a sustainable way to be because we're always on, right? We're always like 100% like, I got you, I'm here, what do you need? You good, you good. And it started to really take a toll on my mind, body, and spirit. And it was really highlighted for me recently when I was out riding motorcycles with a friend. And I've been riding for about 5 years. And when I started riding in Minnesota, I would go for these group rides, and there would probably be like 20 plus women, maybe 20 to 30 women. And every single group ride, you have the leader, like the person who's running the group ride. And then at the back of the group ride, you have the sweeper. So this is the person who kind of like controls where the motorcycles end and when, the vehicles start. And they're always kind of keeping the pace, just making sure that everyone's in the lane. So you're sweeping traffic to depend on what lane you're in. And as someone who was new to riding, I was always kind of in the middle of the pack or towards the back of the pack. And I just really admired this woman that would always lead, this woman called Jen, who would always lead from the front. I was like, wow, that's amazing. How badass that she's leading all these women, just like rumbling into town, just total badasses. So, so, so cool. And so that was 5 years ago. And then recently, one of my friends started to ride motorcycles. So I was like, babe, I got you. Let's go for a ride. She was pretty new to two wheels. And I'm like, yep, I'll take you out on the back roads. We'll be chill. I'm also a trained motorcycle coach. So I'm very focused on safety, especially new riders. I feel like I always want to take them under my wing. And as we're hitting the open roads in the farmland where I live, I'm rolling the throttle. I'm looking in the rear in my mirrors a lot, just kind of checking where's she at, where's she at. And then I realized that she was kind of riding me a bit. Like she was like very close and riding up my tail. So we pulled over and I think we got a coffee and then we kept going. And I was like, you know what? You go ahead. I'll fall back and we'll just ride it out and see what happens. So here's the thing. She was a lot more confident rider than I expected. And by me leading her from the front, it was actually slowing her down because she was happy to ride confidently ahead of me. She didn't need me to kind of guide her. And it was such an aha moment for me because I just thought, oh shit, by leading her from the front, I was actually holding her back and she didn't really need me. And it's okay for me to be the sweeper and to fall back because we're still together. I've still got her back, but it's just like I'm letting her lean into her skills and develop herself and to make those decisions. So she was in the lead, she was deciding when to turn and where and the lanes to be in and, really in control of our journey. And I just really loved to see her find that confidence. And this isn't something else I've seen in my team, in my own business. It's like, I'll take a new hire on and then I'll sort of show them the ropes and then continue to kind of show them the ropes and feed them the work. And I'm like, oh shit, like they know what they're doing. They don't need me to kind of be managing that. So, what happens if I step out of the way and fall to the back and let them, roll the throttle and go forward is a couple things. So, they learn faster, they make some mistakes, but they learn pretty fast from those as well. And then the third thing is they actually innovate more than I would have because they have fresh eyes and they see, you know, things in a way that I wouldn't because I've developed these systems. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we could do this, we can do this, we can do this," and they see like little opportunities and different ways to expand that I had like kind of had the blinders on about. Like it was not even in my peripheral vision these opportunities that they're pointing out to me. So it really has been amazing to step back, to fall back, and just to let others take the lead for a change because it takes the pressure off my shoulders. It's going to take the pressure off your shoulders. And it's just going to allow you to see that others can handle their shit. They can also get things done that maybe it doesn't get done exactly the way you would have done it, but it is getting done like at least 80% as good, probably more. And it's just really refreshing to sort of lean into your softness and say, like, I can be a leader without being the one with all the answers. Like, what would it look like if someone comes to me with a question? I'm like, hey, yo, what would you do? Like, what's your perspective on this? It flips it to them again and takes the pressure off me having all of the answers and just being so on all the time that they can solve problems without me. It's almost like making yourself redundant. But, in group rides, in motorcycles, the sweeper does have an important job. We can stop if someone is off track. So if someone blows a tire, we can stop and just regroup. We also are kind of like holding the space for people to have a safe ride. So we're still going together. It's just I'm gonna hold a spot at the back just in case. Don't worry, like we're still moving, we still have that momentum, but I'm here for you if you need to. And I think it gives that safety net for people to know that like, hey, if you do fuck up, if anything does happen, it's not the end of the world. So like we can help others to lean into themselves and their own skills by moving forward, rolling the throttle on their own bikes, but also backing them up if they need to. And that is really the message at the moment. If this video hit you, if you're like that type A person, let me know in the comments. In what ways can you kind of roll off the throttle and lead from the back and become the sweeper in your life or your business and let others shine as well? If you liked this video, this message, then check out my links below. I have a newsletter and an amazing community where we have incredibly motivational conversations and support each other just like this. And until next time, keep living your freedom life.